Sam Crock's Lewis and Clark Expedition. Congress chose an old Army captain named Lewis Meriwether to lead the expedition. Lewis chose one of his friends, who was a lieutenant named William Clark, to help on his expedition. Lewis and Clark had to spend lots of their time studying plants and other subjects to prepare for their journey, and in May of 1804, they began exploring the Louisiana Purchase. Lewis and Clark's journey began in St. Charles. They, along with the Corps of Discovery, started on May 14, 1804. After they left, they had no outside help for a long time. One of the main ways that Lewis and Clark would travel would be in boats along the Missouri River. They would travel upstream during the day and do all of their sleeping, cooking, and all the other stuff on shore during the night. After about 600 miles of no sign of natives, the men saw a herd of buffalo head, which is a sign of natives nearby. They did find a tribe called the Shoshones. From that tribe came their new guide named Sacagawea. In the winter of 1804, Lewis and Clark built a fort called Fort Mandan. They stayed there until the end of winter in 1805. During this time, several of their men died from frostbite due to temperatures reaching down to negative 45 degrees Fahrenheit. After the winter in Fort Mandan, the men then climbed over the Continental Divide. To descend from the top of the Continental Divide, the men traveled in canoes down the Snake River, Clearwater River, and the Columbia River. The Snake River is 1,078 miles long. South of the Columbia River, they then built Fort Clatsop. They stayed in Fort Clatsop for shelter during the winter and to mark their territory using an American flag flying above their fort. The true Fort Clatsop no longer stands, but volunteers today have created a replica from drawings of the old fort. During their expedition, they found the Clearwater River in Idaho. The Clearwater River is about 74.8 miles long and connects with the Snake River. Its original name was Kus-Kus-Kai-Kai, meaning clear water. A big obstacle during their journey was the Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains, or the Rockies, are 3,000 miles long along the west side of the United States. The Rockies pass through 6 states and into part of Canada. The Rockies are up to 14,440 feet high. The results of the expedition were that they did find the Pacific Ocean and successfully mapped and claimed part of the area. However, they did not find a river that leads all the way to the ocean.